Hey there, Heather. Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter welcoming you to another divisional preview for the Out of the Park 24 Legends League season, which starts March 22nd. We've done the NL, all the AL, and then now the ANL East and Central, and now we're doing the West. We see Arizona, LA, and San Fran stay in the West, whereas Colorado and San Diego have moved on to a different division. But Colorado did set a team, the seasonal team in the West, and there's two other teams. So anyway, let's start first with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona's Legends have Justin Upton in right field. Bernard Gilkey will be your designated hitter. Luis Gonzalez in left. Matt Williams at third base. Adam Dunn at first base. Could have been a Red, but the Reds were filled at first base, so Adam Dunn. The power hitting strikeout getting machine at first base. Tony Batista at shortstop. Pretty good player. Yeah, Lugo as well. Steve Finley in center. Orlando Hudson at second. And Chris Snyder, your catcher. Kurt Schilling is your main guy in the rotation, the ace. Philly didn't want him, so he'll be playing for the Diamondbacks. Brandon Webb also there. With Dan Herron, Ian Kennedy, and Miguel Batista. The bullpen, Jose Valverde is your closer. Matt Manti and Dan Hudson, your setup guys. Byung Kim, the closer for the 2001 Diamondbacks, there. David Hernandez, Greg Swindell, and Chad Quills. The Diamondbacks in their ballpark, of course, Chase Field. Why not Chase Field for the Diamondbacks legendary team to play at, to, get some cool upgrades to their ballpark. And then now they got a ballpark that they can play at. The Dodgers Legends, which will include Brooklyn players. They have Jackie Robinson at second base, broke the color barrier. And can you believe all the stuff that he was up against from all these people? Matt Kemp is your DH. Babe Herman in right field. Duke Snyder will play center. The Flatbush guy, Pedro Guerrero in left field. Gil Hodges at first. Great player for Brooklyn. Roy Campanella at catcher. Never played a game for the Dodgers in LA. He was in that car accident that paralyzed him. Ron Say at third base, the Penguin, and Bill Russell at short. Not the Boston Celtics iconic player. The rotation has Sadie Koufax, one of the best lefties ever. Before 1960, you say, well, Koufax was a hack, but he actually came through after post 1960. Clayton Kershaw, another great lefty, is the number 2 guy. Hideo Nomo with his tornado-like motion. Number 3, Dazzy Vance, good guy in the 1920s. I'm contemporary. I think I might put Hershiser in the starting lineup instead of Vance. So let's just, so Hershiser will come in for Vance. And Vance will be in middle relief. Yeah, so we'll put Hershiser in the starting rotation. He's a good reliever. And Fernando Venezuela will be the number 5 pitcher for the great lefty that won the Cy Young and Rookie of the Year the same year. Hershiser, 58 consecutive scoreless innings. Surprised Don Drysdale's not there. But anyway, Eric Gagne, your closer, the game over from Montreal. Kaylee Jensen, another good closer, also there with Jonathan Braxton. Dazzy Vance relief with Berlin Grimes, the spitball guy. Takashi Sato and Don Sutton are also in the bullpen. And the ballpark in Los Angeles, California. So Dodger Stadium will host the LA Legends, like duh. But you never know what could happen. But yeah, Dodger Stadium is the home of the Dodgers, and that's where the Dodger Legends will play at. And now you got the Giants Legends, including some from the New York Giants. So Robbie Thompson at second base. Bill Terry will be DHing. He usually first base, but there's another first baseman. So Bill Terry, good hitter. He'll be second in the order. Willie Mays, Say Hey Kid in center field. Barry Bonds in left field. Willie McCovey at first base, great player. Kevin Mitchell will move to third base to play for the Giants legends. Mel Ott in right field, great guy for the New York Giants. Buster Posey at catcher and Travis Jackson at shortstop, New York Giants. Anyway, the rotation. I might make a move here. I'm going to make a move. Sorry. I am going to move Schmidt to middle relief. Yeah, so I'm going to move Schmidt out. Well, Christy Mathewson, the screwball specialist from the New York Giants in the 1900s, he's the leadoff guy. Joe McGinty, also a 1900s legend, will be the number 2 guy. Juan Marichal with his Rainbow Darvish pitching rotate stuff. He's third in the rotation. Tim Lincecum, 2 no-hitters for the Giants. He's fourth. And Carl Hubble, also with a screwball, but in the 1930s, he was a screwball specialist. Sergio Romo is your closer. Brian Wilson and Matt Cain will be the setup guys to Romo. Jason Schmidt, Hooks Wiltz, Gary LaFell, and Mike Krukow. Big boy doing that. Ballpark for San Francisco will be at AT&T Park. And it looks like the 2000s one, but that's how it is, and that's where they'll play. Hopefully we'll see some balls hit into the water, but yeah, that's where the Giants will play at AT&T Park, or Oracle Park as you call it. Some people call it. And now the Legends teams, well, the seasonal teams. Colorado has a team in the West. The 2007 Rockies, the only time the Rockies went to the World Series. So that's what you'll see. So yeah, there's going to be a change. Jason Hirsch will be long relief too. All right, so Willie Tavares at center field, Todd Helton, Mr. Rocky at first base, Brad Hopp in right field, Matt Holliday, great hitter in left field, Garrett Atkins at third, Ryan Spilborg, your DH, Kaz Matsui at second, Troy Tulowitzki at short, and Yurvit Torrealba will catch. The front 5 for the rotation, Taylor Buckholz, Ubaldo Ubidas, the Canadian Jeff Francis, Rodrigo Lopez, and Aaron Cook. Matt Herges is your closer. Manny Corpus, setup guy, middle relief. Jeremy Afeld, Ramon Ramirez, and Brian Lawrence. Jason Hirsch and Franklin Morales are in the bullpen. So the Rockies will take over Coors Field and all that. Kind of similar, but yeah, that's where the Rockies played. So the 07 Rockies will play at Coors Field, trying to see what magic they can pull off. The 1954 New York Giants, they had nowhere to go, so they're going to the NL West because of the Giants organization. And they're pitching coming out later, but anyway, yeah, I don't know why Musial and Lasari are there. My apologies. I don't know why they're there because they're not giants. Oh yeah, I guess I should. AI. My apologies. That's better. Monty Irvin will start in left field. Don Mueller right field. Say hey Willie Mays in center. Dusty Rhodes, not the wrestler, but the hitter for the 54 Giants who hit that pinch hit home run that helped them win Game 1 of the World Series against Cleveland. He's your DH. Pat Collins at catcher. Hank Thompson at third. Al Dark at short. Whitey Lockman first base and Davey Williams playing second. The rotation, Johnny Antonelli, great left-hander. Dutch Roofer also pitching. He's number 2 in the rotation. Larry Jansen, number 3. Sal Maglet, the barber, number 4. And Don Liddell will finish the rotation. Hoyt Wilhelm with his knuckleball is the closer. Winnie McCall and Ruben Gomez are setup guys. Marv Grissom, Alex Konakowski, Mario Pico, and Jim Hearn are the rest of the rotation. And the ballpark for the Giants, kind of where you want them to be, is the Polo Grounds. This was the 1950s version of the Polo Grounds. That's there and all that. I know center field's 483 feet out, so balls hit the center field will not go where into the dugout area. Yeah, you'll see a lot of doubles and triples and all that at the Polo Grounds. Of course, left field 280, right field like 280 as well. So yeah, if you hit one to right field down the line 280, that would be a home run. Yeah, looks like left center, right field should be like 400 feet. Yeah, you'll probably see a lot of offense if you see a game at the Polo Grounds. And lastly, the 1906 Cubs. They were out west, so they decided to put the Cubs in the NL West as well. Yeah, they don't really have pitchers, so I have to get some pitchers for the 1906 Cubs to at least make the roster. So anyway, Johnny Evers at second, Frank Wildfire Schultz at right field, Harry Steinfeld at third, Frank Chance at first, Jimmy Checker at left field, Johnny Kling will catch, Jimmy Slago at center, Joe Tinker at short, Tinker's to Evers to Chance, and Sully Hoffman will be your DH. The starting pitchers, Jack Feister, Fred Beebe, Mordecai Three Finger Brown, Ed Rubach, and Carl Lundgren. Bob Wicker's there as a closer, but I'll probably have to make some adjustments to see who the pitchers are and all that. So, yeah. So, I'll have to work on that. In the meantime, the ballpark is the West Side Grounds. The 1906 Cubs played at the West Side Grounds. Wrigley Field did not exist until 1916, so that's where they'll be playing. Baseball Stories in the Tribune. Center field 450. So, yeah, it'll be a spacious ballpark, but the 1906 Cubs will play in this ballpark right by where Wrigley used to be. So, yeah, so there. And then, of course, I got to make some pitching changes. So, I'll work on that. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond.